Okay, hello everyone. I am Meg from MAISON Jupiter, and welcome to our weekly Beyond Astro forecast. Thank you so much for watching. This is where every Wednesday I share with you guys the upcoming astrology for the week, and we see what's going on. So please make sure to like and share this video if you do enjoy it, and subscribe to this Beyond Mystic 3 YouTube channel. Okay. And I also, just before we get started, have new astrology consultation booking dates open for April and May. And we've got a discount code Beyond Mystic where you can get 10% off your next reading. And we're also going to be soon posting priority booking availability options. So keep posted with these weekly forecasts to see updates on that. Okay, so let's get into the astrology for the week. I actually want to start off with going back to last week for a moment because I was talking about the Sun conjunct Pluto aspect, very intense aspect that we had going on last week. And if you watched the video last week, then you probably heard me talk about that. And I said that there was going to be a really big revealing from the shadow side, from the dark side, if you guys know what I'm talking about, that something was going to be exposed and we were really going to see the dark side being revealed. And when we recorded the video for last week, I didn't realize that literally the day that I recorded that video, later on in the day, was the start of the World Economic Forum in Davos. And so right after we recorded the video last week, all the videos on social media started coming up of the World Economic Forum, and all these amazing independent journalists, which in astrology is ruled by Pluto, Scorpio, investigative journalists, were exposing the World Economic Forum. And this past week has been very significant because that is where, the World Economic Forum, a lot of the intentions from the dark side, if you will, they just share that openly at their Davos meeting every year. And I think it was their first one in 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. So it was pretty significant. And no coincidence that it was a Sun conjunct Pluto at the same time. So the Sun, the light energy, was exposing it and actually cleansing it out. Pluto, the dark side, the shadow side of life. So I thought throughout the week, I was just laughing like, oh my God, how did I not realize that when I recorded last week? So anyways, we're coming into this week now with a very different energy, totally different energy. The Sun conjunct Pluto is over. And I'm filming this on Wednesday, January 25th, where we're starting to have a beautiful Sun sextile Jupiter aspect for the next 2 to 3 days. So we're coming out of that transformative, revealing shadow work, actually, Sun conjunct Pluto week, into a lighter week with the Sun sextiling Jupiter, a positive, very positive energy flow to Jupiter, the planet of optimism and abundance, and also our beliefs and expansion of our beliefs. So we're in the clear for this week, you guys. We're going to be feeling a lot lighter, which is really, really nice. So we do have other really good, nice transits this week. It's a total opposite from last week. It's kind of funny. And we're also in the start of Aquarius season. So I do want to mention before I get into that, that we have the Astro Woo for February available. Amazing video that Julie, Janine, and Jean-Claude have put out. So that's available over on the Beyond Mystic website for you guys to check out. And that's getting into the astrology and tarot readings for each sign for February 2023. So definitely go check that out, you guys. Awesome video. So yeah, back to the astrology for this week. So we're now in Aquarius season. The Sun has entered Aquarius a few days ago. And this is a really interesting Aquarius season because we've also got now Saturn, the traditional ruler of Aquarius. Okay, so the modern day ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. The traditional ruler actually is Saturn. So Saturn in astrology rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So Saturn in its home sign of Aquarius, where it's been for the past 2.5 years, and it's now in its last degrees of Aquarius. We're at 25 degrees this week, 25, 26, 28, 28, 29, up until March when Saturn goes into Pisces, which, a lot of us here at Beyond Mystic and MAISON Jupiter have been talking about March and how that's going to be a huge energy shift. But we're in this time now of Aquarius season, Sun in Aquarius with this new moon in Aquarius. We just had January 21st, and Saturn in the last degrees of Aquarius. So we're already starting to actually feel this significant shift into the age of Aquarius, actually, which I believe is really getting kicked off in March when Pluto enters Aquarius, but we're starting to be cosmically prepped and primed for that, if you will, with this Aquarius season, new moon we just had, and Saturn in its last degrees. So whenever a planet like Saturn is in its last degrees, it is very significant and actually at a very powerful point. And what I'm kind of interpreting from this Saturn being in the last degrees of Aquarius is I'm really feeling how Aquarius is actually, the sign that rules not just technology and innovation, but also groups and community and like-minded community. And Aquarius can be very much mental realm, the mind, online, the internet, but Saturn is very in-person, day-to-day living and responsibility and getting things done. So I'm just really feeling the importance with this now Sun in Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius in its last degree, that kind of important Saturnian importance of getting together in person and having good connections with our like-minded community in person established before we get into March. Not that anything bad is going to happen in March, but just it's important for us at this time. And I'm also seeing this in the one-on-one consultations I'm doing is a really big theme, and seeing it also in my personal life, this theme of us needing to be getting together in person with like-minded community. So there's also, it's interesting, another aspect this week kind of showing that as well. When we get into the weekend on January 29th, the Sun in Aquarius will be trine Mars in Gemini. And a trine is a positive energy flow aspect between two heavenly bodies. So here between the Sun in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini. And this is an amazing aspect for anything social, for doing anything social with friends that you may already know, that you maybe haven't seen a while, or getting to meet new friends, new like-minded community. Again, this theme coming up. So definitely you guys take advantage of this energy this week of networking and what wants to be gifted to us from the universe when we get together in like-minded community. There's amazing connections to be made there. There's amazing new things to be learned about when we get into those groups, Aquarius, innovation. So I would say definitely, if that resonates with you guys, make that a big focus for your week this week. And also, yay, we now have all the planets moving direct, finally. So January 22nd, just a few days ago, Uranus, the ruler, now the modern day ruler of Aquarius, started moving direct. So we have all the major planets in forward, all steam ahead motion, direct motion. And we're not going to have any major planetary retrogrades until April 21st, which is when the next Mercury retrograde starts. So from now until April 21st, this is a really great time to utilize this direct planetary motion of getting things done, of creativity, of not just sitting around and waiting for something to happen in life, but actually taking the initiative to get things done. This is where we can start, building things, creating things, signing important contracts, making important decisions. This is no longer a time to just wait around for the retrogrades to be over. They're over. We're in the clear. So I do want to mention that I think it's pretty significant. April 21st, when we do have this next Mercury retrograde starting, I know it's not for another few months, but April 21st is the day after our first eclipse of 2023, which is going to be on April 20th. And it's going to be a new moon solar eclipse in Aries at 29 degrees, a critical degree. So this is going to be one of the 4 eclipses this year that are going to be really intense, potent energy. And I just find that interesting that it's like one day we have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, then the next day we have Mercury going retrograde. So it's going to be an intense energetic time where you might want to chill out more when we're definitely in that eclipse season of April, May. So utilize the energy of right now, this forward direct motion to get things done that you want to get done. The last thing that I want to bring up for the week is not really Western astrology. It's more Chinese astrology, because on Sunday we had the start of the new Chinese lunar year. So happy year of the water rabbit, everybody. I am not a Chinese astrologer. I'm a Western astrologer, but I do find the Chinese astrology fascinating and I do believe in it. The Chinese astrology is based on the lunar calendar. So that's why it starts, usually around the end of January or beginning of February. It follows the lunar calendar, which is really interesting. And I think it's important to note because, the Chinese have amazing holistic medicine and astrology and wisdom since ancient times. And I do really believe in it, as I'm sure, a lot of you guys do too. And the water rabbit is a year of, well, the rabbit in general is healing energy and calming. And it's also said to be one of the lucky years. So it's really good for abundance and going towards your dreams and getting abundant results when we put the energy towards our creativity. The rabbit is said to be a very creative sign because it represents fertility. And that's because when rabbits are pregnant, when female rabbits are pregnant, they can have up to 18 babies or, not babies, but fetuses in their womb. So that's like a lot of creation energy that rabbits hold with fertility. So they represent creation, creativity, manifestation. And it's a lucky year, also a healing year. A lot of water rabbit years, there's new healing methods that come out. So I think that that's really interesting and exciting because we all know what's going on in the world right now with a lot of people wanting a new kind of healing invention for a certain reason. I'm sure you guys can maybe catch my drift there. So there might be, sooner than we think, healing methods for something for a lot of people on the planet. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about there. And it's also calming. The rabbit is one of the more calming energies in the Chinese astrology. So we've just come out of a tiger year, which is like really passionate and can be kind of intense sometimes. In a lot of tiger years, there's conflicts, even wars that happen. And we have been seeing that on the world stage. And usually when the rabbit year comes in, it diffuses that conflict energy. So we'll see what happens, you guys. But this could be maybe more of a calming year than we think it's going to be. It would be nice to have that rabbit diffusion of any conflict with all the Aries transits that we're going to be having in 2023 with Jupiter in Aries, and then that eclipse in Aries at a critical degree in April, and then the North Node moving into Aries. So hoping that the rabbit energy can help us stay calm with all this Aries in the Western astrology. And the last thing I want to note with the rabbit year energy is that the last time we had a water rabbit year in Chinese astrology was 1963. And that was a very significant year because JFK was assassinated. Okay. So not saying that someone's going to get assassinated necessarily, but it shows the quality of how the previous year was a tiger year in 1962, 1963. There was a lot of division, like how we're having on the world stage right now, a lot of conflict. And then when JFK got assassinated, it was kind of like this diffusion event that made people move back and reflect and go into this calming space of, okay, we need to get more unified and out of the division of our political beliefs. So we could see some kind of really significant event that makes people stop, go into a reflection, calming space, so that we can unify and move forward out of division and conflict. So wanted to share that with you guys. I think Chinese astrology is really fascinating as well. So, okay, we've got once again that discount code on my bookings that are available. So if you would like any more personal insights with me, you can book a reading at MAISONJupiter.com, and it's a 10% off booking. Discount code, which is Beyond Mystic. And I'm currently offering 1-year personal forecast consultations and birth chart analysis readings as well. So check that out if you guys are into that. And we've also got SOPHIE is doing amazing new content on the Maison Jupiter channel, as well as the Beyond Mystic channel. Go check out her show tomorrow, which is her new Pick a Card Thursday series. She's been doing such a great job with that. And the one tomorrow is how are you dealing with your emotions? So SOPHIE is amazing. Go check her out, you guys. That's going to be tomorrow, Thursday, January 26th on the Maison Jupiter channel. And be sure to be subscribed to the Maison Jupiter channel as well. We're putting lots of great new content out on there. So yeah. And again, subscribe to Beyond Mystic 3 YouTube channel to keep up to date with us. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm wishing you an absolutely magical week. Don't forget to like and share if you enjoyed this video, and sending you all lots of cosmic love your way. Thank you guys for watching. See you next week.